Claire Dawson lived a quiet life in Harper's Rest, a small town where nothing ever happened. But recently, something had changed. Every night, she felt watched. It started as a slight unease, but soon, it became unbearable. One evening, she saw him, a man standing across the street under a flickering streetlight, wearing a long coat and a wide-brimmed hat. He didn't move, just watched. The next night, he was there again, and again the night after. Claire was terrified but didn't know what to do. When she called the police, they brushed her off. "It's probably nothing," they said, but Claire knew it wasn't. Her friend Emily suggested she confront him. Though terrified, Claire decided to do just that. The next night, she walked straight up to the man. "Why are you watching me?" she demanded. The man didn't respond right away. He slowly lifted his head, and Claire's breath caught in her throat. His face, it was her own, pale, gaunt, but unmistakably hers. "I'm not following you," he said, his voice low. "I'm warning you." What do you mean?" Claire stammered, stepping back. "If you don't leave, you'll end up like me," the man said. Trapped, frightened, Claire rushed back home, locking the door behind her. She couldn't sleep that night. The next day, determined to understand, she went to the town library to research. There, she found an old article from decades ago. The headline read, "Local teacher disappears without a trace." The woman's name was Claire Dawson, and she had lived in the same house. Her heart raced as she realized the eerie similarities between herself and the woman in the article. That night, her phone buzzed with a message from an unknown number. "Stop digging. You're in danger." Another message followed. "It's too late. You're already marked." Then, she heard footsteps upstairs. She lived alone, grabbing a kitchen knife. Claire crept upstairs, her heart pounding. The footsteps led her to the attic. Inside, she found an old mirror, covered in a cloth. Pulling it away, she stared into it and froze. Her reflection didn't move like her. It tilted its head, smirking. "You stayed too long," it whispered, stepping out of the mirror toward her. "Now? You're mine." Claire tried to scream, but everything went black. When she awoke, she was standing outside her house. Across the street, she saw herself, the real Claire, walking out the door, completely unaware. She tried to call out, to warn her, but she couldn't. She was trapped, watching as the cycle began again. Now Claire was the watcher, just like the one who had warned her.